so fetch.
Hey y'all, welcome back to the channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Kaiya, and today we are finally doing a 5-song deep dive into Iron Maiden. The day has come. You heard it right. 5 songs, 5 different albums. Iron Maiden was one of our poll winners. And here we are. Thank you so much to everybody who participated in the polls and who gave song suggestions. I picked 5 songs, all of your suggestions. It was super difficult to pick songs, but we made it, okay? I ended up swapping one of the songs because after a recent post asking y'all what the best metal song ever recorded was, many of you put The Trooper by Iron Maiden, which I was like, all right, we got to do that one. So we got 5 songs. Before we get into the video, if you want to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to do so. We would love to have you on this metal journey. We are doing deep dives on new and old thrash metal bands, deathcore bands, death metal bands, anything, everything, full album reviews, singles. Yeah, pretty much tons of different videos are coming out. We're about to do metal unboxings. Check out my I Learn How to Headbang video. I show off all these packages that we've received so far in the PO Box. If you want to join our Discord at the Mosh Pit, there's an invite link in the description, as well as the PO Box if you want to send something for the metal unboxing. Y'all know the deal. If we get to 10,000 subscribers, we're going to start a Twitch, and we're going to hang, we're going to live stream, we're going to eventually play some video games once I figure out the setup, and we're going to do tons of metal, but we have to get to 10,000 subscribers. Right now, we are just under 7,200 as far as right now, me recording this video, okay? We're getting close, but we're not there yet. So, that's all I have to say for the intro. Let's go ahead and get into Iron Maiden. Ooh. That like medieval guitar already?
I'm waiting in my cold cell when the bell begins to chime, reflecting on my past life, and it doesn't have much time, 'cause at 5 o'clock they take me to the gallows pole.
Kind of like Pink Floyd-y story vibes.
The sands of time for me are running low.
Wow. Change up. Wow. So catchy. Immediate first impressions, super catchy. I'm getting definitely Black Sabbath and like the vocalist for Journey, like him holding out that note with like a little bit of like treble or whatever. Super good. And then the like kind of medieval guitar tone thing that he was doing, melody. Dun, 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 dun. Kind of reminded me of obviously medieval music, but like the end of Heaven and Hell by Black Sabbath, how they did sort of like a little medieval thing. And what a change going into this section.
When the priest comes to read me the last rites, take a look to the bowels of the
Whoa.
sights of a wall that has gone very wrong for me. Can it be that there's some sort of error has to stop the surmounting terror? Is it really the end, not some crazy dream? Somebody please tell me that
I missed it. I really want them to like drop the beat. Ooh. Oh. That resolve. Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Such a beautiful note to like resolve on in that little section. Oh my gosh. It's like I'm getting chills. I get like tingly when like there's like really these hopeful notes. I don't know. It's like something that's like hopeful and like happy. Oh, this is like this is like nothing we've heard of really. I have no words. Okay. Wow. Dope track. Cool. Nice fill. This would be fire live. Woo! Nice. Ooh! Nice. Fire. Wow. Feeling I want to cry. I just need a break. I need a second. This is the first song. Ugh. I mean, it's like the same sort of era. It's like we're in the same pocket as like late, I guess like, yeah, late, like Black Sabbath, and like right when Megadeth is like making the moves. Man, they've got the same sort of like layout, I guess you could say, as Megadeth in terms of like all these different transitions and chapters and just the grit, you know, it's kind of that like 80s metal grit, you know. But they're very unique in their sound. Like it's not as like punchy in your face. Like as Megadeth in a good way. It's a little bit more like refined and like the vocalist. I don't know. He's serving, and it's just, it's clean. It's really clean. And I have to turn off Discord. Yo, you need to stop. I love y'all so much, but you're this too much. It's too much. Let me just tell you, live, okay, Discord, you're finally getting shut off on my phone. I'm sorry, I love you so much, but you're really having a great time in there, and I'm trying to film. Yo, live, that would be sick nasty, like actually sick nasty. Sorry, let me just turn off my, there we go. Well, okay, perfect. Okay. Live. Yeah, yeah. Hallowed by thy name. I think that's what he was singing. Hallowed by thy name. That would be fire live. And then they go into this like kind of little guitar thing with this crescendo ending. Dude, this would be a great show ender. Like something to like cap the show. Okay, yeah. Fire track. There are so many things. It was like every single bit of the song was like catchy and rememberable and like Journey style vocalist, beautiful belty vocals, you know. It had like a little bit of grit, but it just was, it had that sort of like kind of clean, if that's like the right way to say it. I feel like the vocalist for Journey had very clean vocals and very, very belty. Like, that dude is talented, crazy talented. And I feel like the Iron Maiden singer has that sort of vocal capability, or at least is what I can tell. If you disagree, let me know, obviously. Hallowed be thy name, track 8 on the number of the beast. Whoa. Look at this. Okay, get the frick out of the way. Look at this album cover, though. That is so sick nasty. With this, like, dude that's got this, like, spear through him. Do we know who that dude is? All this fire. Oh, the font looks dope. What's on me? Is that a bug? No. Okay, great. This song... Let's see. This song is the somber reflections of a prisoner on the day his death sentence is to be carried out. Ooh. The listener is given no context regarding the prisoner's crime. Could he be the narrator from several of the tracks on Killers? Ooh, interesting. But is instead treated to an introspective look at the meaning of life. The title of the song, Hallowed Be Thy Name, comes from the Lord's Prayer. Exact text of the prayer varies by denomination. It goes, Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Okay. The prisoner initially confronts his fear and dread at the prospect of his death by hanging, but remembers his beliefs. At first, he scorns the idea of God. Then he takes comfort in the idea of a higher power taking him in upon death, and ends up with a realization that life on Earth isn't really important. Several of this song's lines were lifted from British prog band Breckett's 1974 track Life's Shadow by Steve Harris. Oh, interesting. The Iron Maiden bassist saw Beckett perform in 1973, and their debut LP was one of his favorite albums when it was first released. He initially used the lyrics as a placeholder and did not have time to change them before a number of the beats was released. Big oof. Oh, that's a big no-no, honey. After Beckett's retired band manager, Barry McKay, filed a lawsuit of £100,000, roughly 138,000 American US dollars, was paid by Iron Maiden out of court to Life's Shadow songwriters Brian Quinn and Robert Barton. This song quickly became one of Iron Maiden's most acclaimed works, with several bands recording covers of it. This song may have helped inspire Metallica's similarly themed Ride the Lightning. Wow, it's all interconnected. This is what we have discovered on this metal journey. Everything is interconnected. Everything is, like, connected somehow. Dude, I cannot believe that you actually stole lyrics from a different dude's. Yeah, I mean, I could totally see just having placeholders being like, I really like this dude's record, putting them in there, and then being, oh my gosh, not even remembering. You just get so comfortable with the lyrics, and then you go to the studio, you got the pressure of, like, recording, and you're signed to a label, and you're performing, and you've got all these fans, and you don't even think about those things because it's just, like, a part of you and a part of the song and the whole process. Oh my gosh, that must have been, like, big oof, dude, big oof. At least, like, Beckett was, like, cool about it, because he could have been a total douche and been like, yo, you gotta change, like, the lyrics, like, you can't use my lyrics, you know? I don't know if he did make, I guess he didn't, you know? It's good that Iron Maiden had to compensate him because they did steal his song, so. Somebody please tell me I'm dreaming. Now, in this dire situation, the prisoner wishes this terrible experience is just a nightmare. Somebody cries from a cell, God be with you. If there's a God, why has he let me go? Because you did something naughty, boy. That's why. Narrator is questioning his belief in God. The sign more than any other leads one to think that the narrator does not believe his execution is just, and is questioning why God has allowed him to die. There's one line in it that says, if there's a God, then why does he let me die? It's just conflicting ideas in your mind, I suppose. Well, I mean, I never want to be in that position, Steve Harris said. Don't either. Dang, Bubba! Alright. So the next one we're going to listen to is called The Trooper, from their 1983 album, Peace of Mind. Now, we were going to do Revelations, because that got a ton of votes prior to me asking y'all about the best metal song ever recorded. And then so many of y'all said tons of different songs, tons of different bands, but The Trooper got a lot. And I just got curious. So we're going to do The Trooper. Half a league award, all in the Valley of Death. Rode the 600 for the Light Brigade. Charged for the guns, he said, into the Valley of Death. Rode the 600. Oh yeah, I forget that they're British, right? They are British. I'm almost certain they're British. They look so British. I'm getting like Megadeth vibes, definite Megadeth vibes.
attack. You better stand, there's no turning back. The fewer sounds, the time begins. But on this battlefield, no one wins. The smell of ivory smoke and horse's breath. As a virgin into sudden death.
Wow. Nice. Oh, that horse just took an L. Look at those pants. Oh my gosh, did you see those pants? They're so colorful. I love this riff. I love the like higher and lower octaves that they're playing.
This with the way we bring to run. The men who are the Russian guns. And as we race towards the human wall, the screams of pain as the gunways fall. We hurl our bodies that lay on the ground. And the Russians fire another round. We get so near, yet so far away. We will live to fight another day.
Love the O. Delicious solo. The O's are so catchy. Oh, super catchy. Their outfits are like, I love it. I think this is actually filmed like from the 80s, I would assume. And like they're wearing funny pants and they've got like I love it. It's definitely reminding me of there was a Megadeth music video that we watched. I think it was like the first one that we watched, and it reminds me of the same thing, just like in this huge kind of like room, just performing. I love it. I love it. This solo too was really, really good. That's the whole song. Too short. Way too short. It's almost 4.5 minutes long, and I feel like we just listened to like 2 minutes. That's such a short song. Oh my gosh. And you don't have any comments on this, do you? Oh no, you do. This is music. My brother and I played this at my uncle's funeral. The people were mad, but a week before he died, he told us to play The Trooper because it's his favorite song, and he wants to jam for the last time. Oh, dude. Okay, this begs the question, at your funeral, what song would you want to be played? I think that Eddie the Banish. No, we're not gonna talk about Eddie, okay? We're not gonna talk about Eddie. We're not gonna talk about Stranger Things, and we're not gonna talk about Eddie, okay? I haven't recovered. No matter what style of music you prefer, this is a piece of art. It doesn't matter if you prefer black, thrash, doom, heavy, or death. We all love Iron Maiden. The pinnacle of heavy metal. I wish the young generations could experience all these incredible bands live like we did. I know. So I think about that often. Like, one of the first drummers I had in my band, ages ago, when I first started my band at like 17 or 18, there was a drummer in my band who had a girlfriend at the time, and the only music that she would ever listen to was like on the radio top 100 and nothing, literally nothing prior. And I was like, you're kidding me, right? Like, literally nothing from like, I don't know, 2000 or like before 2000, literally nothing from the 70s, like nothing. Like, you need to be like viciously shaken and punched in the face. Honestly, I would do it for you, because that's just a sin. The greatest sin in the world is not listening to more music from before 2000. You heard it here first. What the heck are we listening to? The Trooper. Almeida. Frustrated me to no end hearing that. How can you just be a human being and not listen to anything prior? Only listen to the top radio? Very, very, very rarely are there ever good songs that like rock the world that are on the top radio right now. They're all the same piece of garbage trash. Rant over. I'm sorry, I could go on forever. The Trooper. Segue tells the futile heroism of a British soldier during the charge of the Light Brigade, a light infantry maneuver during the battle. Look, the page is responsive. It's responsive! Okay? Oh my god, my computer is having a hard time. During the Battle of Balaclava, 1854, that was famously retold in Tennyson's poem. The poem was written 6 weeks after the event, reaching the British troops still fighting in the Crimean War, 1853 to 1856, where it became an inspiring tribute. The song was the second single released from Peace of Mind, and at the time was famous for its MTV Band music video, which depicted scenes from the 1936 Errol Flynn movie in which actual horses died. The song itself has since inspired Iron Maiden's own beer, Trooper. I was wondering, because that looked like real horses. I mean, obviously, but like getting blown up. Okay? Do you remember that scene, side note, in Game of Thrones? In I think it was season 5, the Battle of the Bastards, with all of the horses and like the mountain of bodies. Spoiler alert, if you haven't seen Game of Thrones now, honestly, congratulations, because it ended so horribly. And the Eddie from the single cover is even stamped on the arm of the song's composer, Steve Harris. Ugh. Dang. Dang, Bubba. 1936 Errol Flynn movie. Why would you depict actual horses dying? I mean, I get it, it's the 30s, different time, you know, but, like, why? Why? The mighty roar of the Russian guns. My mom is calling me. The mighty roar of the Russian guns. And as we race towards the human wall, The screams of pain as my comrades fall, we hurtle bodies that lay on the ground. In order to get the enemy, they must jump and step over the dead bodies of their comrades and the enemies that they have killed. I just can't even imagine going to war, dude. Like, honestly, our troops, always support our troops. Protagonist sees a Russian soldier take aim at him, but he is too late to react. He can see the soldier pull the trigger and then feels the impact of the shot. These O's were like so catchy. Oh yeah, I'm gonna have to listen to The Trooper some more because, I mean, if I'm being honest, I haven't recovered from Hallowed by Thy Name, okay? Hallowed by Thy Name grabbed me a little bit more than The Trooper, but y'all said it was your favorite, so I think I just need to listen to it more, and like preferably in a different setting, you know? I mentioned driving in my car and banging out music from my stereo, and that's like, oh, the best setting. But then also, like, do you listen to music when you shower? Because I do. That's also really good. And like getting all dolled up with my makeup and my lotions and my hair. That's also the other vibe. Sorry. I know. The Trooper. I think you're still very good, and I definitely can see how you would be one of the best songs recorded, but I don't know. Like, Black Sabbath, Heaven and Hell, and War Pigs has me by the strings. Okay? Hallowed by Thy Name, though. That was a goodie. Okay. So, we did 1982. We did 1983. Dang, they are just pumping out music just like frickin' Black Sabbath. So this is now their, third record? We have 1984, Powerslave, and it's the title track called Powerslave. Ooh, look at this Egyptian looking thing. Whoa. Did he wear like a huge Egyptian mask for this like performance? Oh my gosh, he did. I want to listen to the actual recording though. Ooh, got some heartbeats. Ooh. Oh. Chuggy guitar. Super chuggy guitar during these verses. Lot more vocal stuff going on in this, like background vocal stuff. Vocal layers in this section. Really nice. I really like the vibe of their songs. Like this one is giving me the same vibes as like Hallowed by Thy Name. It's kind of like storytelling. Beautiful reverb in this one too. It is the remastered version. I know, I'm not cheating you, but some of these records, you know, they're old. I mean, I'm all about the original sound, but I also very much appreciate a good remastered version. So this one's got some nice juicy reverb to it. I'm curious to read about what this song is about and how it connects to like what this album cover is, since it's like Egyptian. Bring me the blood. Oh.
He's a man and a god, and he will die too.
Wow. This transition too.
Tell me why I had to be a Powerslave. I don't wanna die, I'm a god, why can't I live on? When the life-giver dies around his late ways, and in my last hour I'm a slave to the power of
The bass in this section. Wow. Wow. Oh. Oh. Fire bridge. Yep, built it up. Nice. Dude. I wanted him to go faster. Wow. Oh. Ooh. Oh my god. Wow.
now I am cold but a ghost.
No, okay? You pause, okay? You can't just do that, okay? Like, you can't. Beautiful. Like, amazing, because they build it up, they give you this freaking amazing bridge that's just, oh, slow, juicy, then they give you this banging solo, and then they kind of leave you, like, hanging just a little bit. In this section, they kind of, like, pull it back just a little bit before they give you this more gritty solo, to the point where you forget, at least in my opinion, I forgot that there was the chugginess, so for them to just, wow, give you those, I don't don't know. Is it the tom? Is it the snare? I don't know. They give you these delicious bongo-style drum fills several times, and then go right into this chuggy. You forget all about it, so it just slaps you in the face. You gotta warn a girl first, okay? You can't just, like, whip it out, like, and just be like, here you go. God. You know, this ending is actually, like, sick nasty. Because, like, live, I could see them holding it out similar to how they're doing in this record. To where they're holding it, and then they just slap you with this banger of a next song. They've got to have another one that starts with, like, super high paced, you know? Ooh. And then that, like, really sets the tone. This could be a good opener, too. Maybe. I don't know. I'm overwhelmed. Honestly, like, that bridge and that solo is just, like... I'm not crazy about the chorus. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not crazy about the chorus. But I do like the vocal melodies. I think it's just a personal preference. I also think I need to, like, listen to it more. But the chorus is not what grabbed me. I do like the Powerslave part. It was that bridge. I mean, I already told you what grabbed me in this song. So definitely, I really like this song. But that was the strongest part for me. And I really liked the ending. And they didn't just, like, do one simple crescendo. They kind of unfolded the song and, like, eased the way into it before they did the final crescendo. So there were some really nice moving parts. This is a very technical band for the 80s. Like I mentioned, same sort of technical vibes that I got with Megadeth. A lot of layers. They really thought about each section. There's tons of different sections, a lot of movement, a lot of different parts, layers. It's like an onion. Black Shrek said, it's like an onion, you know? Have you ever bitten into, like, a raw onion? Just done that? I've never done it, and I would only do it if y'all really wanted me to for some reason, if we needed to have that on the channel. Because I love you guys that much, okay? That is the only reason you would ever get me to bite into a raw onion. I also really like the fact that Iron Maiden has... Would it be weird to say they're kind of like a cousin band to Megadeth? Because they have, like, the skull, like, dude, you know? They also have, like, a skull mascot on their band, you know? On all their album covers and stuff like that. Is it weird to say that they would be kind of like a cousin band? Oh yeah, this is The Mummy. Title track from Powerslave. It details the account of a power-mad pharaoh who is on his deathbed. Interesting concept. Bruce Dickinson always performs the song wearing a ritual mask. That's what he was wearing. If y'all want me to watch a live performance of Iron Maiden on this channel, just let me know, because like that sounds dope. And I saw from a thumbnail of another video that was there. No matter if it isn't Egyptian, after all, the tour artwork for the 2016 tour referenced this status with Mayan headgear. Ooh, so it's kind of just like tribal, or I guess like empire, like, you know, Egyptian empire, is that correct? You know, big statue, big things, big pyramids. And the Mayans also had a big thing. They sacrificed a lot of people, and it was pyramid shaped. That's all the notes you have? Aces high, flash the blade, the duelist. Steve Harris is the bass player. Bruce Dickinson. So who's like the main writer? Bruce. And he does, so the singer is the main writer. Or do they all write? EMI Group. Limited. Nice. Alright. Alright. When I was living this lie, fear was my game. People would worship and fall, drop to their knees. So bring me the blood and red wine for the one to succeed me, for he is a man and a god, and he will die too. The first line may reference the way monotheistic Abrahamic faith replaced the, oh my god, these words, polytheism of the Egyptians and other groups in Egypt and that part of the world in general. Jesus, the Messiah of the Christian faith and a prophet in Islam, was said to have turned water into wine at a betting. Speaker's successor will think that he is immortal as well. He will meet the same fate as the speaker, death. Okay, but like this photo, fire. I just love how like colorful and like cartoony it is, but not in a cheesy way. You know, it's just, it's dope. It's fire. It's a fireball sandwich. The next one is also a title track. So the rest of these are title tracks, okay? So, because apparently Iron Maiden knows how to make really, really strong title track songs. And then they're like, that's a banger. Let's name our album that. So this one is called Seventh Son of a Seventh Son, and it's from the album of the same title from 1988. Ooh. Already this album cover looks dope. Wow. Is that choir? Wow. Choir, dude. can tell that this is like, it's got keys and it's got choir. I don't know if it's real choir. It could just be like synth choir. And I don't know if they had keys on any of the other songs that we listened to or any of the other songs on the records. But this is the one where I noticed the keys. It's like a synth. Very catchy melody.
Seventh son of a seventh son. 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 Seventh son of a seventh son.
I also really like that the guitar is following the vocals. I like that it's following that. I really liked the chorus is very simple. It also seems like, one, it would be a tongue twister. And I don't know about you, but I have a weird thing about like S's. I do. It's kind of like one of my weird things. Seventh son of a seventh son. Like, I feel like, way too many S's. But, like, I like the simplicity of it. And, yeah, very catchy. And I also feel like the O's that he's singing would be, like, super fun to sing and just, like, belt out live and follow him with it. Yeah, this would be so fun. Oh, I want him to repeat it. But this, like, gives room for, like, if he does it, it gives room for the crowd to do it and follow. Because it's like, I really want him to repeat it. It's, like, almost instinctual for him to repeat it. So I guess they're just leaving it open just to, I don't know, maybe have the choir do it or just to, like, have the guitar have a moment.
Seventh son of a seventh son. 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 Seventh son of a seventh son.
No. No. Wow. I'm like gonna cry. I'm actually gonna cry. This is beautiful. This is so pretty.
Today is born.
so fire live. Are you kidding me? Wow. Wow. Holy crap. What a way to like, oh my gosh, what a way to produce that. And layer that. Holy cow, y'all don't understand. Well, you do. But y'all, okay, beautiful layer. The choir, like as soon as the choir comes in, dun-dun-dun-dun, just perfect layer. And they pan the echo all the way down here. So you hear it first here, echo here. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. I think that's like the first time, maybe not, but I can't recall another time that an artist has had their echo panned to the other side and then immediately going over here. Like, that's just fire. Fire. This whole section is fire. God. It's getting faster. Feels like it. Oh, I'm ready for them to build it up. I'm ready. Nice. We're so going to battle in this song, dude. I hope y'all are prepared. Yep, definitely getting faster. It's like Game of Thrones meets like metal. Daenerys on a dragon going to properly kill Cersei. Nice. Oh yeah. Wow. I'm telling you what. Honestly rude. Honestly so rude. I am not a fan, okay? Y'all built it up so beautifully. Okay. I'm praying that the section is going to ball out, but I'm disappointed. I'm honestly disappointed. I wanted it to be a bit bigger, but they of course like build it up this way and then they take it like 90 degrees. Just like that one song. What was it? Troops? I think it was The Trooper. Ooh. Wow. Ooh. Funky. Well, that bass is putting in some work, dude. I like this section. Nice. Whoa! Wow. Wow. What a track. 10 minutes long. Oh my gosh. I need to compose my thoughts. Oh. Does anybody else feel like the keys were just a little out of place, or is that just me tripping? I guess for me, it's like I'm just not used to keys really being in heavy metal. Not that it sounded bad by any means, but it just sounded a little out of place. But this is also, like, keep in mind the era where big 80s synth were, like, huge in pop. I mean, you had, like, New Order and Depeche Mode making waves with the synthy keys, just to name a few bands. So I do like that they incorporated it, and I like that they have that element, because it's almost like they're incorporating that sort of like synthy pop key sound into their like classic heavy metal 80s loud sound, but it's really the choir. I mean, I'm a sucker for choir, so I don't know if it's a real one or if it's like a synth choir, but what I do hope is that they had an actual choir for at least one of their live performances. They've had to. And if they have, let me know and we'll put that on the channel, because honestly, I'm a sucker for good choir. Yeah, and it's kind of cool that they have one, because I know they're not like the only heavy metal band that had that, but we've listened to a lot of Lorna Shore on this channel. They're about to release a new record in October, so we've listened to a lot. And they have choir. They have a very big sound. And this is kind of reminding me of that. Obviously not the same music or really the same metal genre. You know, one is obviously more modern. And the other's not. So, I digress. Is this 98? I thought this was 80s. Okay, yeah, it is 80s. I'm just tripping. Yeah, late 80s. And also, there was a section in there during that, like, bridge where they brought it down that definitely gave me some Death vibes. And this was released in 88. Death was starting to release music at this time. So it was kind of giving me those vibes. It's so interesting to understand how all these things are like laying out in the timeline. The birth of the prophesied one, the chosen one, the seventh son of the seventh son. His family are all watching him to see what path he chooses in life. This song and album in general was influenced by the book Seventh Son, Book 1 of the Tales of Alvin Maker by Orson Scott Card. It's a fantasy series set in America in the late 18th/early 19th century. A few chapters into the book, there's a pregnant mother about to give birth to her seventh son. Her husband is also a seventh son. However, a force in the world does not want this boy to be born because of how much power he could have. Ooh. Is it almost like because he's... this is just a theory, but 777 is considered to be like God's number, a very powerful, like 3 marker number. So maybe in the book it's like father is a seventh son, the son is a seventh son of that seventh son, so that unlocks power, but maybe his power is officially unlocked when he turns 7. Ooh, theory. The plot thickens. What have the artists said about the song? It could be 4 or 5 songs. There's so many different parts in it. I didn't realize it was as long as it was until afterwards. It felt like 6 to 7 minutes. It ended up being 10. Yeah, very long song, but it doesn't feel like it at all. When Steve played me Seventh Son, I was in seventh heaven. Wow, something to really get your teeth into. Yeah, a lot of moving parts. Super layered like a cake. Then I watch the progress he makes, the good and the evil. Which path will he take? Both of them trying to manipulate. The use of his powers before it's too late. Oh. Both the good and the evil sides, God and the devil himself, are trying to get the seventh son of a seventh son on their side, since he could greatly be of help to their causes. Both just need to get to him before the other side does, for his powers are soaring to the point they can't be controlled anymore, causing the risk that they will eventually consume the seventh son of a seventh son. Ooh, this reminds me of The Stand by Stephen King. Have you read that book? She's a thickie, okay? She's like almost 1,200 pages. I have the hard copy, and that thing is a book stop in itself. But yeah, it reminds me because it's a book about the end of the world and like God and the devil. We have one more. The next song is called Fear of the Dark, and it's by the album of the same title from 1992. So now we're in the early 90s. Man, we've really gone through like a whole decade of music. What is this called again? I like just said the title. Fear of the Dark. My goodness. Kaiya. I am also afraid of the dark, so Iron Maiden, you better make a decent song. Another 7-minute track. Y'all weren't playing. Jazzy vibes. Making love music.
I am a man who walks alone, and when I'm walking a dark road at night or strolling through the park, when the light begins to change, I sometimes feel a little strange, a little anxious when it's dark.
Pink Floyd vibes.
Fear of the dark.
The way he's like accenting, I think Pink Floyd is from, they're not from the US, but it's giving me Pink Floyd vibes in terms of like vocal.
Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a phobia that someone's always there.
Wow. Wow.
Have you run your fingers down the wall and have you felt your next game call when you're searching for the light? Sometimes when you're scared to take a look at the corner of the room, you sense that something's watching you. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. I have a constant fear that something's always near. Fear of the dark. Fear of the dark. Have a phobia that someone's always there. Have you ever been alone at night? Thought you heard footsteps behind. I turned around and no one's there.
All I can hear is the bass. The bass is being shown a really good time during this section. Really catchy chorus. The beginning was so beautiful. And then going into this slapping you across the face, backhanded slap too. This Fear of the Dark. Beautiful, man. That lyric kind of reminds me of Green Day. Wow, what is that song? I don't know. It's the one where he's like talking about walking alone. I walk this road alone. Something like that. It kind of like reminds me lyric wise. I will say this, okay? The lyrics, not a huge fan of, but that doesn't really matter considering the fact that the instrumentation of this entire song is bat crap crazy. Bat crap crazy, okay? It's fire. this whole instrument, everything about it. I love that they like brought it back down to how they started the track. So if you were listening to it from front to back and you wanted to like re-listen to it, it would basically start the same, which I think is just, I love elements like that in music. Fear of the dark. But see, it's like catchy. That's the thing. It's like I can say, oh, the lyrics are a little corny. They don't really like match, but it's still stuck in your head. And I still am afraid of the dark. So, you know, who's the real cheeseball here? The title track from Iron Maiden's last album with lead singer Bruce Dickinson before his 7-year departure from the band. Why did he depart? Tell me, please. Fear of the Dark can be straightforwardly interpreted. I didn't even know that was a word. As a song about nyctophobia, and by extension, whatever hides in darkness. Oh, Fear of the Dark. Wow, it's called nyctophobia. You learn something new every day. The dark can also be more broadly interpreted as anything unknown or unfamiliar to someone that inspires in them fear and anxiety. Yep. Steve Harris, who wrote it, is really afraid of the dark. Wow, me too. It's the story of a man who walks in a park at night, and as it's getting darker, he sees all sorts of worrying things. He becomes totally paranoid because his imagination is working overtime. It's a great track. It is a really good track, and this picture is fire dope nasty. The song also sees more crowd participation than most other Iron Maiden songs. Ooh, during live concerts, fans and spectators will often sing along to the guitar intro as well as the instrumental interlude. Yeah, and I also feel like the chorus is very much something that's easy to sing along to as you're like thrashing and moving about. But I feel like easy to sing along to in terms of like anybody that goes to an Iron Maiden song or listens to Iron Maiden, old or young or whatever, can sing it. Fear of the dark. Yeah. Fire instrumental in the beginning and the end. About being scared, not really knowing of what. Everybody has a secret fear of something. They just don't always know what it is until it's too late. I also really think this album cover is fire. And I love that this, like, they always have such creative ways of getting the skull in, like, their mascot in the thing. Whether it's, like the face in the Egyptian pyramid, or this dude coming out of the tree. Super sick. Super sick. Oh, this one was written by Steve Harris. So, were Bruce and Steve the main writers, and then I'm guessing the drummer and the guitarists just kind of did their own thing? Keyboard, Michael Kinev. So that they add the keys later, I'm assuming towards like late 80s, was the like 88 record the first record that they had keys on, or not? Did they always have a keyboardist? Melvin Grant is their illustrator. Nice. Songs that sample Fear of the Dark, Best Rapper Alive by Lil Wayne. You would. You would. I bet that song came out like in the early 2000s too. Before Kanye West started rocking like metal tees, you know. So let's talk. Let's break it down. Final thoughts. I will say that this band, oh my gosh, taking off my headphones is like the hardest part of doing these videos. I need water first, but what do we think about Iron Maiden? What are your thoughts on Iron Maiden in terms of like thrash daddies, you know? They won over Judas Priest, but a lot of y'all have been wanting Judas Priest on the channel, which of course we're going to do. Don't worry. there's so much metal that's coming here. It takes me a minute to do these videos, but it's only because I like to do these longer videos so we can deep dive, and also I just want it to be perfect for y'all. So we will do Judas Priest. Iron Maiden is very, very unique in their style. Like I mentioned in the video, I'm getting singer from Journey. The vocal capabilities that he has in the terms of his like nice, beautiful belts are really, really nice. And I'm also getting a little bit of like Pink Floyd in terms of their storytelling and some of the way that especially like Fear of the Dark. There was another one too that we listened to where just the way he was accenting and the way that it started and everything seemed very storytelling, like brick in the wall sort of thing. And then, of course, Megadeth. I mean, it's the same sort of era. They've got the same sort of, like, like, mascot type thing. And I don't know. I feel like where Megadeth talked more about aliens and murder, I'm trying to figure out, like, what the theme of Iron Maiden was. Because they talked more about, like, God and the devil, and they talked about a little bit about war, right? Fear of the dark, fear of the unknown. I don't know, just very unique sound. And I feel like they're almost in like some sort of like league of their own. It feels like a different sound than what we've had on this channel. And I really, really like it. I can't decide which one's my favorite song. What I will say, and y'all are gonna disagree with me, but I think out of these five, like the Trooper, I think is like the weakest one. Next to, in my personal opinion, don't shank me, okay? If you disagree, please let me know. See, I think, and I'm just gonna re-listen to these, obviously, but first impressions, Hallowed by Thy Name, dope track. Seventh Son and Fear of the Dark, beautiful instrumentation, especially the instrumental for Seventh Son. Beautiful. And I think that Powerslave is also really great instrumentational wise, but I'm just not super crazy about the chorus. I feel like it's a little lackluster. The Trooper, I'm just gonna give it more of a listen, because honestly, like, there's so much to unpack here with just these five songs. I mean, Iron Maiden really went above and beyond, and y'all, we listened to 10 years of music from them, and they just layered it out. I mean, there is just so much to unpack. They have so many transitions, and everybody was doing their part and working. And what I really, really love about their songs is there is so much that you can cling to in terms of catchiness, whether it be guitar riffs or the vocals and the vocal melodies, tons of different moving parts, and it almost feels more layered and technical than even some of the stuff that Megadeth had. But maybe not. I don't know. I'm very impressed with this band, and I'm super intrigued to hear more. So, if y'all want to see more Iron Maiden on this channel, let me know down below. Typically, we do these 5-song discography dives, and then we go into an album. So, we have several bands that are on the docket for this month, but we will eventually get to Iron Maiden. So tell me what record you would like to see a full album deep dive. If you want to see some shorter vids, maybe you're not a huge fan of the longer sit downs and you want to see something shorter, we could definitely do, watching a live performance or something like that. Y'all just let me know. Because I want to make content for y'all, so I'm here to provide. That's what I got. So thank you so much for watching and spending time with me today. I really genuinely appreciate it. We made it through Iron Maiden, y'all. This is a wild time. If you want to subscribe to the channel, please feel free to do so. You do not have to, but I do post weekly videos, and we have a blast on this channel, okay? And there is so much in store, and I am working so hard on this channel, like every single day, to provide good content for y'all and just like more exciting things. So, you know, don't believe me, just watch. Join the Discord, invite link down below. Send stuff through the PO Box. It's down in the description if you want something featured in the metal unboxing. We're just going to be taking a close look at horror novels, CDs, metal t-shirts. We're going all out, and I'm currently making the box right now for the video, which is really exciting. So yeah, wherever you are and whenever you are watching this, thank you so much from the bottom of my heart. I hope that you are having a good morning, afternoon, evening, night, wherever you are. I'll see you soon. Bye.